All right, y'all, welcome back to my channel, EyeBeKnowin. All right, we're going to jump right on into an energy reading today. Your girl is not feeling like being on camera, so this is the setup for the day. All right, and we're going to jump right in and see what the energy is in this spread here today. So we're going to see what the theme of this reading is. I'm going to start off with one of my own oracle cards that I made myself. And let's get the theme. I just shuffled these really good, so let's get a good theme, Spirit. We want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. What is we talking about today? What is we talking about? Literally, this card came out in my last reading, okay? This is the earthy card. Okay, let's get another card. Because of all cards, okay? After I did all that shuffling, it's out for a reason. Okay, so let's get one more just to round it on out. All right, and we've got over it. Earthy and over it. Okay. So this earthy card is about being grounded, being connected to nature, mental, emotional balance. Okay. So this could be speaking about someone who's very earthy, someone who's very artistic, free spirit, who doesn't conform to the norm. All right. Somebody with a more bohemian vibe. All right. This is somebody who's down to earth, realistic, and humble. So with this over it card, this has to do with being emotionally fed up. This could be someone in your energy, or this could be you. All right. But it has to do with being cold hearted. All right. So with this earthy, this is somebody who's mentally and emotionally balanced. So this has to be a separate energy. And if it's not a separate energy, this is just you being emotionally fed up with something or someone. Just done. Okay. So we're going to get more information about this earthy energy here and this cold-hearted energy. So I'm going to start with the extra deck here and see, what is this earthy card about? Tell me about earthy, Spirit. Okay. So we have parents. Okay, so this could have to do with your parents. Maybe your parents are very reliable, very trustworthy. Maybe you don't conform to, how your parents raised you. But, this is saying like your parents have always been the reliable source in your life. They've been very consistent and you're able to trust them. Maybe your parents have kept you grounded and balanced mentally and emotionally. Maybe they took you outside a lot. Especially your dad, because dad has on a green sweater, which is very earthy. Okay, maybe he likes nature. Okay, tell me about this hearts closed off. Oh, what is this over it? We've got intuition. So somebody is over your intuition. Or they don't care about it. Somebody doesn't care for your intuitive insights. Maybe this is your parents. It could be the mom, because mom has the black on. Okay, like, I guess black has many meanings really, but let's get more information. Okay, we've got destiny, fate. I'll put it there. So you are a star, babe. Okay, somebody's name could be Destiny. Maybe your parents gave you that name. Somebody's parents could have just, I don't know, had a feeling that that's what what you would be, a destiny or something. Um, Somebody's destiny could be fortune telling or divination. This card popped out, interfere. Somebody wants to interfere with your intuitive insight. Somebody is trying to block or hinder you emotionally here with this heart closed off. We'll leave it out. So yeah, this could have to do with maybe you got your intuitive insights from your parents. This is like something you learned. Somebody's parents could have been into divination. Somebody's parents could have been very free-spirited and bohemian-like. And this could have set them up for a fated destiny involving the intuition. Okay, and somebody does not care about your intuitive insights. Okay, they're trying to block you emotionally. Or maybe you're getting this insight that someone is trying to block your insight, your intuition, because their heart is closed. Their heart is shut down. Okay, they don't like to see that you are balanced. And maybe this is somebody who doesn't love their parents. Somebody could be closed off to their family. Tell me about parents and destiny. Okay, in their head. Okay, so somebody wants you to be in your head. You could be, this is creating stories, which is a lot like what, tarot reading is. It's like a story. So maybe you know that this person, somebody is in their head. Okay, their heart is closed, and you like intuitively know this. They're like a block or a hindrance to you emotionally. Yeah, like somebody's trust issues started to show. You could tell that somebody was not connected to their heart space. This is somebody living in their ego. They're not connected to their intuition because they're not balanced mentally and emotionally. This is somebody who is not grounded. They're not living in reality, basically. Yeah. But what is this parents, though? I'm just getting like you were destined to have, like the way that you were raised. Caused you to be in this place where you're, very reliable. Yeah, you could have just picked up these traits from your parents. Tell me about this cold-hearted energy here. This is an obsessive lover. Yeah, somebody cannot let you go. This is a karmic lover. Okay, this is somebody that you had to learn a lesson from. Somebody very chaotic and egoic. Okay, this is somebody who had trust issues. Yeah, they cannot let you go. And yeah, they're just, They want to be, they want to block you in some way. They don't want you to see the truth about them, I imagine. Okay, but this was somebody who was like fated to be in your life. Okay, they helped you in your destiny. Okay, they helped to strengthen your intuition. This person could have had you in your head. They could have had you making up stories in your head about, you know, maybe you questioned their loyalty or if you could trust this person. This reminds me of somebody that I dated. Well, I guess you can call it dated or whatever. I remember one time he told me that I was too humble and I needed to pop my shit more. So yeah, that reminds me of that. It's like this person is not humble enough. Okay, they think that they're the shit, but you know, this is somebody who maybe they try to make it seem like they were loving or that they were grounded. Okay, but they're not. Yeah, this person was like a catalyst for your intuition. They helped to strengthen it. They were trying to block it. They didn't want you to see the truth, that they didn't really care, you know. And this person cannot let you go. This is somebody very chaotic. Like if they didn't care, if they were cold-hearted, so what can't they let go? What is it that they can't let go of? Exactly. We've got love on the brain and groupie. Okay, so they can't let go of a fantasy here. This is like a fantasy love. Like they're not connected to their heart and love and emotions. Okay, it's just a fantasy, something that they made up in their head. Yeah, creating stories. They made up a story in their head. Okay, this person is a groupie. They're very chaotic. They like to be, they're like a part of the crowd. Okay, they want to be a part of the crowd. They want to be a part of the group. Yeah, this is somebody that's like living in fantasy land, basically. They cannot let you go. They cannot let go of the fantasy of, like, I don't know, maybe they wanted to have a family or something with the parents. But it's like your intuition, maybe your intuition kicked in. You may have started to see that this person was not loving, that they had a chaotic mind, and it was hindering you in some way. Okay, they didn't care for your intuition. Okay, they didn't like that you could see that they were who they were, basically. That they just mentally have a picture of love, what love is. Okay, they make up a story in their head, but they're not connected to their heart. Okay, so this is just an afterthought. Okay, I'm cleaning up the spread and I was looking at this parents card and I couldn't figure out during the reading, like, what does this parents have to do? And I was like, oh, maybe this person, okay, it lives in fantasy land. It has something to do with their parents, okay? It has something to do with their parents, with the mother. Yeah. This person's father could be very loving, a very healing person for them. But the mother, it's something about the mother with this person is why they are the way they are, that they live in a fantasy. And it might have to do with with the relationship between their parents, okay, that caused this a hindrance in this person's life. It blocked them emotionally. Yeah. But this is also part of this person's destiny, okay? They have their own lessons to learn. So yeah, I had to add that in before I cleared up this whole spread because it was going to drive me nuts. Now, let's get back to the read. So I imagine this is somebody that you're no longer with. Okay, because I'm getting like gold star vibes. Like you passed this this test, okay? Yeah. All right, we've got into you. Yeah, you had pure intentions with this person. You thought that they were into you. You thought that you all had good chemistry and great vibes. But yeah, this person, they had an idea of love, but they didn't love. This person did not have love for you. Like they were into you. They were into your vibe, okay, your bohemian vibe, your free spirit, your artistic vibe. They saw that you were loyal and consistent and trustworthy, but this person has trust issues. So they just could not love you in the way that you wanted to. They thought that they loved you. But yeah, this is somebody you let go, but they cannot let you go. They don't like that your intuition got in the way of their fantasy. Tell me about this groupie. We've got reflecting. Yeah, so they're looking back on what you all had. And yeah, they can't stop thinking of you. They're wondering, is it too late to apologize? It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Yeah, now they want to say sorry. But what is this groupie? This doesn't answer my question. Maybe they regret not settling down. Maybe they regret not trusting you. They were more concerned about like an image. Thief and fake flexing. Yeah, an image. Yeah, this person likes to show off. Okay, they like to act like they got it like that. And they don't. It's like they steal ideas from other people. Yeah, like this groupie mentality. Like they like to act like they're rich or like they got it. But this person, yeah, they're a physical or emotional thief. Maybe they robbed you of a fantasy. Maybe you wanted to like have a family with this person, or you all be parents. You could have created a story in your head as well. But you saw, intuitively you felt, okay, you were given the insight that somebody just, and this was fated. Okay, this was to help you grow spiritually. You saw that this person was cold-hearted. They didn't care for real. They were blocking you. Yeah, maybe you did some reflecting as well. Okay, like what is really going on with this person? Yeah, they were an emotional thief. Okay, they are not in touch with their emotions. So they took from you emotionally. Yeah, and they blocked your intuition. They were an intuitive inference, an emotional inference, an emotional interference. Is that even a word? Inference? Let's look it up because I didn't mean to say that, but it sounds like it's a word. Inference? It is a word. What does it mean? Okay, inference means a conclusion reached on the basis of evidence and reasoning. Yeah, with the reflection. Yeah, you came to a logical conclusion. You read between the lines. Yes, come on, spirit. Yeah, you had to sit back and go within, okay? And you was like, maybe it reminded you of something from your past, okay? You had to observe somebody. You were observed somebody and you used what you already knew from past experiences to put two and two together, okay? And you came to a logical conclusion. Yeah, that somebody was, they did not care about you. They were not emotionally open. Okay, this person was not balanced. They caused an imbalance for you. Yeah, they were a fraud, phony. Okay, they pretended. They lived in a fantasy world. They made up stories. Okay, they fed you a story. Yeah, and with the trust issues started showing, yeah, maybe you started being like, because with this earthy, okay, this is somebody trustworthy. You are somebody trustworthy. But maybe you started not trusting yourself or you weren't trusting your intuition. You weren't seeing something clearly. That's because this person was painting a picture. It's like they fed you a fantasy of something that you really wanted. Okay, this person has an obsession with a fantasy of love and relationships, but they don't trust. They don't know how to release control. Okay, they don't want to open up their heart. So yeah, let's get one more card here so we can close this out. One last message, Spirit, to close this out. What do we need to know about this situation? Yeah, just know that they can't let you go, basically. You know, they're looking back at what you all shared and they're wondering if it's too late to say sorry. Okay, they're thinking about the love that you had for this person. They're thinking about it, okay? Maybe you can't stop thinking about this person, okay? And how they stole your love, how they stole your energy. But yeah, like this is saying that this was something that you had to go through for growth of your spirituality, your intuition. Okay, so we got the dryer. Yeah, this says build a cycle of release. Feel fresh with a lighter heart. Yeah, it's time to let go of this situation because it was for your growth. Basically, is, you know, the overall message. What did you learn from this person? Okay, now you know moving forward what to look out for in situations. Yeah, this is saying to release this karmic and get back into balance, get back outside in nature, get grounded. Okay, get back into your artistic, free spirited way of life. You know, more balanced, so that you can enjoy a more comfortable life. Okay, a more luxurious life. Have quality of life. Okay, like do not let this person hinder you from that. Yeah, it's like don't let this person keep you in your head. They could be projecting that energy onto you, okay, because they're in their head and it's like It's time to release the situation. What did you learn from it? Okay. How did it help you grow? Yeah, like reflect on it and see the lesson so that you can move forward. Like, don't obsess over the situation because it's going to block your intuition. Yeah, it's like time to like dry them tears. Okay, you had pure intentions. It didn't work out. It wasn't, your fault or their fault. It's just part of the plan. And I don't know. There may be a fated connection here. Someone that does have pure intentions, that has good chemistry with you, but you need to lighten your load first before this can come in. Yeah. So I'm going to leave that there. Y'all let me know if this makes any sense for you. I'd love your feedback. I'd also love to have you here on my new channel. I'd love your fresh energy, your fresh vibes. All right. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And until we meet again, you guys, bye.